Start whenever. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Cooking with Unity. I'm your host, Maximilian Moreau. With me is my co-host, Jeffrey Hawthorne. Philip Wilson is still out, broken arm, left arm though, so that's good. But wish him well at Magmalemur on Twitter, or send some well wishes in the comments. We've still got the Kickstarter thing going, looking pretty bleak, but you know, miracles happen, right? So support that thing. And without further ado, let's get to publishing on PlayStation Mobile. Alright, so today we're publishing on PlayStation Mobile, or at least we're going to attempt to. Oh, I forgot to launch Windows. Alright, so while Windows is booting up, we are gonna start this thing. So, actually, I guess this will probably be done in just a moment anyway. So, what we're doing is we're going to be publishing on PlayStation Mobile. On our last episode that we attempted to publish, there was still one more thing we had to do, and we did that thing, and then we had to wait on an email. And I'm glad that we didn't wait more than the time that we did on the show, because it didn't arrive till today. So, at 3:17 p.m., we got our... you are now confirmed your application for a PlayStation Mobile publisher license. Yay! So now we're going to go to the PSM Dev Portal and purchase our PSM publisher license. I think that it actually is free right now, but we'll find out. I've heard that it is free, but if it's not, we will pay whatever it is. So we're going to go into PlayStation Mobile Developer Program, your game on PlayStation, and I'm going to register. And we're going to sign in and do our password thingy. And hopefully this will bring us right to step 4. Alright, well I'm going to hit publish. And we're approved. We're going to purchase the license. And we're going to get a PSM publisher license. And yeah, it's $0. I agree. It doesn't always have to be $0 though. So in the future, if it's not $0, it may not be $0. So we're going to hit continue. We're done. I think we're done. We're going to go back to where we were going before. Oh, I don't want to register. I just want to sign in. And hopefully we should have a publish menu now. Thank you for purchasing the PSM Publisher License. Now you can generate publish key and application key with PSM Publishing Utility for debugging testing. Please refer to the SDK documentation for detail. You have to register your bank account information, tax return documents, pretty standard stuff. Cool. Registering your bank account information requires processing time, so please register it early. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that right now under that warning there. So if we go to publish now, if I hit refresh, okay, well we don't have a publish option still. PSM publisher. Alright, so create. So let's just see what step 1 involves. Okay, we already got the tools, I think. Alright, so let's see what we got going on. So I can't see publish anymore. Maybe it's... They said they have to set up the licensing stuff, so I'm going to go to profile and see if there is any information. Bank account, here we go. So let's go ahead and fill this one out. No bank account is registered. Register bank account. Account holder Maximilian Moreau. And I'll fill the rest of this stuff out. This will be your bank name, your branch name, your bank code. This one's the routing number probably, and then your account number. And actually, I'll fill out the rest of the information right now. 20500 roll in. OR 97702. Oh wait, yeah, we had to use the full one here. I'm going to see if I can find it. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. At least didn't get rid of my stuff. So if I go to my profile, I think it's already in here. No, it's not. Alright, well, I'm going to have to look that up again. So,
I think that was during the Apple registration stuff.
Oh, it was. Okay. You sure? That's not what I wanted. I wanted 20500 Rollin Ave Bendor full zip. USPS. I swear that was the search we used last time to just get it. USPS look up full postal code. Zip code lookup. Here we go. So, bam. Alright, there it is. There's our full freaking code, finally. So, I'm going to put that in here. Wait, that's not where it goes. That goes in here. It doesn't want the dash, but it wants all those digits. And I'm going to blur out stuff for the remainder here. So, blur. And might as well make it stronger blur, even though I'm pretty sure that one's strong enough. And, yeah. Have to look up some of this information. Must be on page 2 then, for some reason. There we go. Alright. Confirming all that information. Wow, they just show it in plain text. Sweet. And then it has all this information. I can't unblur it because it has a bunch of information here. But I'm going to click Tax Treaty Documents. This is a button here. And this is going to be another form, so I'm going to go back now, unblur. And so we download the W9 and then email the completed W9 to the following email addresses. It's a little tricky. All right. Let's see how hard this is. Wonder if I make changes here and save them, if they will actually save. Let's test it first. Testing. Now I'm going to hit save. And we're just going to save it on just desktop here. And I'm going to open with... I guess there's a reader built in or something. I guess we'll use reader. Yeah, it did not save my name information. Sweet. If I do it now, does it do anything? If I do like test and then close it and then open it up again. Nope, didn't think so. And can we do anything from this program like print or anything? There we go. If we print, is it possible to print this to a PDF? Oh, wait, Mac desktop. XPS document writer. How do you fill this in then if it doesn't save? If I open this with Google Chrome instead, and I hit test and I hit save, yeah, I don't think this is going to work either. Nope. Can I print to PDF from here? If we go to print, I want to do something that requires a Mac. Save as PDF, local destinations. There we go. We can do it through here. So let's use Chrome, because Chrome has a pretty good built-in thingy, and we're going to fill out this information and then send it off via email. So let's open this up with Google Chrome one more time. And I'm just going to start filling in things. Individual. There's a lot of stuff you have to do things, so. General instructions. Okay, all these are stuff that we don't need to fill in. It's just the front page. Just the front page. Alright, cool. We'll have to sign this separately somehow. And we need to fill out some information that I need to blur. So let me blur that real quick. Alright. So I'm going to unblur this. Actually, alright, so what I'm going to do here, I may still have to blur it because this is probably going to show a preview. But basically, we're going to go down here, we're going to choose print, and then we're going to save it as a PDF. I'm going to walk through audio-wise, I'm just not sure what they're going to show here, so. Print, yep, there was a preview. So, I'm going to click destination change, and then I'm going to click local destination save as PDF. I showed this earlier on the show, but we'll do that. And I'm going to now save. And this one will be called, we'll call it filled form for PSM tax. I'm going to save that to the desktop, and I'm not going to actually send that in just yet because we have to put a signature on it. But we will get that. We'll have that ready for the next thing. So we're unblurred, right? Yep, we're unblurred, and we're going back to what we're doing here. So you must fill out the I-9 to fill out the form. Okay, so I'm going to click top here and see where this takes us. Alright, so if I go to publish again, does that bring me back to where we were, or was it... Okay, so it was in profile. What are we doing? So we're going to see if we can get this thing running on a PlayStation. So... 644. Alright. We're going to... I've got my Vita here. I'm going to turn on my face, main plus cam. And yeah, so we've got this thing. I'm going to be launching the PlayStation Mobile Unity utility thing. And we're going to see if we can actually connect to it this time. So I'm going to plug this thing in via its little USB cable. And what are we going to do? So we're going to plug this thing in. And I'm going to now see about this PlayStation publishing utility for Unity. And we're going to go to key management and choose generate publisher key. And I'm going to call this grid cruiser. Okay. And then we're going to log into our PlayStation Network stuff. And hopefully it's going to say, sure, we can do this now. Value cannot be null, parameter name, source. That's an exciting one. So it says key name. Let's check to see there is no publisher key. So generator import. Maybe we need to have a application ID first. App.xml application ID. This may be more difficult than I imagined. Alright, so application ID. Let's call this. Yes. Use to identify the application in the dev portal. Unique title must be set within all your projects. Used as an application ID of app keys. Use name other than PSM default upon creating the master package, 31 characters or less. Let's call it Grid Cruiser 1 as the application ID. And primary genre. Oh, this pull down. So we're going to do arcade and games action. Developer website http://www.cookingwithunity.com. 2014 Pushy Pixels LLC. Oh wait, I don't know what the difference between copyright short. A text file where copyright information is described. Required. K. New text document. Copyright. Paste that in. Close it. Save. Sure. Desktop. Copyright. Alright. Unity version. Application name. Alright, so what does this do? So we can save app XML. That's probably what we're going to be doing with this. Long name, short name. I'm just going to call it Grid Cruiser. And I'm just going to fill this out. (16) 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're good. We're good. And that will be the name. And rating check. Yeah. No, we don't have any of these things. We don't have a. Oh wait, Peggy. Short form. Do we have to get Peggy or ESRB to go on? That could really put a monkey wrench in things. Let's try PlayStation Mobile Age Rating System. Yeah, we don't have any of those things, and I can't actually click next. There we go. Look at that interface. Alright, so let's hit next. Wait, do you allow online game with or against other people? Nope. Yeah, we look pretty clean here. It does not have chat. It does not share users' personal information, nor geolocation. Nope. Nope. Finish. Alright. In-app purchase. We're not going to have any in-app purchase, so I don't think it's going to matter. So now I'm going to, just before we lose all this, I'm going to do save app XML as, and we're just going to save it the desktop as app. I'm going to call it actually Grid Cruiser. Not .app. Grid Cruiser -app. Save. So did that actually save something? Yeah, it did. Grid Cruiser app. this. I'm just curious what's in here. Yep, it's just a big old XML file with all the stuff we filled in. Cool. So now I'm going to go to key management. I'm going to add our application ID, and we'll just grab this app XML that we have for it. Grid Cruiser app, and hit OK. And now I'm going to generate a publisher key. We'll call this Grid Cruiser. Come on, work. Come on, work with me. Publisher key already exists. Yeah, sure. Evidently it did work last time. It just was acting like it didn't. Generation of publisher key was successful. Sweet. So now we can actually export our key if we need to put it on another computer, which we're not going to. We can check our publisher key. I would imagine it's valid. Let's just see if we can get something running on the Vita now. So I'm going to go into Unity PSM, and it's going to open up our project. We'll see if we finally have something to run on the Vita. So we're going to go File, File, Build Settings, and we're going to build and run, although I'm going to wait for this. For some reason my Vita turned itself off, so I'm going to go back into the PlayStation Mobile Manager on here. It's called PSM Dev for Unity. And then we're going to hit Build and Run. I will save it as Grid Cruiser on the desktop. Let's see if it will actually deploy and play on here. So it appears to be doing stuff. Installing, it says installing Grid Cruiser on the screen. That's awesome. This is a good sign. We might actually get something running on the device today. We might even be able to get something closer to published, but that's may require the bank and tax information. So this might just be running it. Oh, it looks like it's running. It even looks like we're getting debug stuff. Warning. That's fine. Alright, powered by Unity. Good sign. Grid Cruiser running on this thing. So let's see. That's interesting. So for whatever reason, the text is in a lower placement on the buttons. That's a really weird one. Maybe it doesn't pay attention to the offset that we were setting on the text. So I'm going to hit Start Game with a touch, and that worked. Cool. Left and right on the stick works. We are not getting any fog though, and it just paused. Okay, we're not getting any fog effects. This is similar to some people's problems on the Windows Phone. So it looks like we're not ready for release on this platform yet. Though left and right on the stick work. Though that movement sound seems to be messed up. Yeah, I don't hear any of the sound, I just hear popping. Weird. So I can touch the screen as well. Touching the screen works. Using the left stick works. D-pad does not. And the analog actually works in a... Does it work in an analog fashion? Yeah, it works in an analog fashion. So that's cool. That's because we set it up as an actual joystick. The tilt doesn't act analog, but the actual motion does. And double tapping still dashes. So yeah, we've got a fog problem. But we've got it running on PlayStation, so that's good. And I died. Cool. Credit screen. Let's see if there's anything else weird. So this credit screen has the same problem on the button. The back button has the text low. High scores. Looks like it's got the high scores. I'm going to have to see how to actually quit this app. So I'm going to see if I can quit out. I'm going to quit out of this thing and go back in and see if I can launch the game again and have it. Okay, so it actually still has Grid Cruiser in the list. So I'm going to just launch it here. Alright, so I'm going to hit high scores. It did save our high scores, so that's good. So it looks like the only problem we have is minor graphical issues. We've got the fog not rendering, which is kind of major, and then we've got the text rendering low, which is kind of minor. What time do we got on the episode? We've got 30 minutes in. So what I'm going to do is... Alright. Let's fix some of these problems. And before we do that, I'm going to have to set up, actually set up version control on here. So I've got source tree downloaded and it partially installed. We did part of the install on one of the previous episodes. I just don't think I have it set up with our information. So I'm just going to open up, what is it called? Probably Atlassian. Yeah, source tree. There we go. We're going to go to source tree. And I'm going to go ahead and clone our repository. We're going to use the World Wide Web. GitHub. Username, make a game now. And then it wants the password. And that looks good. Set that as default and click close, and then we're going to click this thing and choose OK, and we're going to clone this folder root. I wonder where this... Okay, so documents, make a game now. Sure, that'll be fine. We'll clone in there. As well show the full output. And, yeah, it's not going to show that much. So while that's downloading, let's see what comments we have on the stream. Alright. Phantom Dash will haunt you forever. I still haven't seen it myself lately, so... technically account numbers are on all checks, so it's not quite private. Yeah, I will edit it out, but yeah, it annoys me. Yeah, you don't want to go to jail. Quite honestly, well, honestly, you can do a lot with the bank account information and routing number. You could probably pay bills with it. The thing is, you'd know that if you were paying your bills, I mean, I guess the worst prank you could do that you probably couldn't get caught for is paying someone else's bills, but then you might get them in trouble. It would be a crime in any case. But yeah, yeah, I will be editing that out. So it just annoyed me that I'm in that situation now. So that thing's still cloning. Cool. What are we doing? So, how do we do signatures on Windows? If I was on Mac, I know I'd do, and I may just default to that, but I'm just curious. Signing PDF on Windows 8. Let's see what... DocuSign for Windows 8. That sounds like a program that you have to pay for. Yeah, it opened up the store page. I think that's a pretty big sign. Oh, no, it says free. Sign, send, and store documents anywhere, anytime. Alright. It's got 3 stars, though, so I'm going to avoid it. Hate Acrobat Reader. I really don't want to install that. Yeah. I guess we'll probably just use my Mac side to do it. I'm sure that you can find some signing software on PDF stuff for Windows. On Mac, there's a built-in software, so I guess this isn't 100% complete on the training aspect, but I do expect that you should be able to find something for signing a document. In the worst case scenario, you could always print the document out, sign it, and then scan it back in, or something else. I guess you'd have to scan it because they want it by email. So, so yeah, what else is this do? Jeez, does it really take this long to download what we had?
How big is it?
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get an idea at least. If we go to GitHub and we go to our repository and we checked how big the zip is. I guess I have to download it. I don't really want to download the zip to find out how big it is. I guess I can find it out in broad strokes by going into our copy here, make a game now, and we just want assets and project settings, properties, get info. So 54.3 megabytes looks like most of it, and then we'd also have an additional 14.5 megabytes, which is mostly pictures of various sizes for icons. This is annoying that this is taking so long. I am going to go ahead and sign this. I'm going to use the Mac side. And I did that wrong. Give it to me. There we go. And I'm going to blur out the screen while I do this. Oh, it didn't have my... Oh, wait, that wasn't the right one. That wasn't the one we saved with the filled form. Alright. So this one's filled out, yay. And I'm just going to drag a signature. Wait, I don't have signatures on here. Okay, so I've got to create a signature. I'm just afraid things are going to pop up with my information somewhere, so I'm going to keep this blurred, although I do kind of want to show this to people. We're basically going to be writing onto a piece of paper in the real world with a signature. And then create signature. Will this even work while I'm doing the show? That'd be amazing. Okay, I think I have to have more white space behind it. There we go. Alright.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, as I said, I kind of wish I could show it, but you basically hold it up to your camera, and then you can just click on the signature and just click on a line, and it'll put it there. And we need a date, which I don't think had a thingy. So we're doing what's the date today? It's the 18th. 8, 18, 14. Oops. I'll save. Actually, I'm going to export as PDF because sometimes it doesn't actually save the information even on the Mac side. We're going to call this filled form for PSM tax signed. Put this on the desktop, save. And then I'm going to find out, and I'm going to keep it blurred because they still have the information on my profile here. I'm going to find out where to send this thing. Wow, they don't even, that's just bad. I'm going to have to call someone on that. Alright, mail to this long email address. Copy link address. Copy email address, I guess. I want the whole thing, though. Is that going to be the whole thing? No, it wasn't. What did they say here? Subject UM4045, so we should put that in the subject. So, going to go ahead and unblur my screen. Wait, no. Yeah, I'm going to unblur my screen. And what I'm doing is I'm going to copy this link address. We're going to go into Gmail. I guess I could have done this on the Windows side, but as a matter of fact, I'm going to do it on the Windows side because this one I think is already logged in to the one that we want. It is, yay. So I'm going to compose to this address, and then our subject needs to be, if you look at this link, you'll see that it actually has a subject in the information. We're now going to, that's just what this SP ID is, and I'm just going to throw that into the subject. Oops, and I didn't copy it correctly. I used the wrong buttons. Used to Mac buttons. And then all we're going to do is attach the file, which isn't on this computer. Hold on. Let's bring that back over. We want the signed one. And I'm just going to grab it from the desktop. Filled form, PSN tax signed, open. Don't generate a preview that can be viewable here. Yay. And we're going to hit send. Yeah, we'll just say send. Alright, message has been sent, so that's one less thing to worry about. I'm going to go ahead and close this so I feel safer. And close that. And close that one again. And we're going to... Oh, wait. Okay, it wasn't blurred. Okay, good. Good, that's what we want. So is this done yet? Looks like it's done. Sweet. Let's see what else anyone has to say. Yeah, I really don't want to get a new account number, dude. Quite frankly. So, here we are. This is a slightly different interface than I'm used to on the other thing here, but so we should have all our files. So I'm going to open up Unity again. We're going to open up Unity PSM, and we're going to open up the actual project that we want to edit, which is Open Project. We're going to grab the one that we just synced, which went into Dragfire, Documents, Make a Game Now. And what are we doing with this? We're going to go to, wait, this is it. So select folder, Make a Game Now. And it will now open our new project. It'll probably have to re-import the assets. Not a big deal. Just more bars. Alright. And we're going to start working on this stuff to fix issues for the PlayStation version. And so one of the things that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to actually create a branch. Oh, we haven't done the meta files for these icons yet. I may want to do that first. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I guess we added some icons last time. It didn't actually open up Unity, so Unity didn't generate meta files. So we will add these right now. Just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna commit this. I'm gonna call this missed some meta files for our logos and icons. And we got some more working copy changes too for some reason. So I'm going to commit these first, and then we'll see what else we got. Oh, can't auto detect email address. What is that? Oh, I didn't tell this thing. Setup wizard. All right, full name. No. I don't want you. I don't want to use Mercurial. All right. Maximilian Moreau, and main at makeagamenow.com. And yeah, we'll do all that stuff. Next. I'll use whatever's recommended. And we're done. Alright, so now I'm going to actually push these to Origin and hit commit. Alright. And what we're going to do is, so these things that got modified here, these are all things that were added via... Okay, so the reason these showed up now, these were added as is from a package. Basically, these were all from the Unity, what package is it called? Standard asset stuff. And when another person opens them that didn't originate them, they think, oh wait, these aren't in text format, I should change them to text format. So all these things are just basically being changed to text format. I'm just going to go ahead and check that in. So we're going to commit this. We're going to call this binary to text. Push commits immediately to origin commit. All right. And what else are we going to do? So, yeah. What do we have left? So, what we're going to do next is we're going to do something we haven't done on the show before, and I'm not going to explain it particularly well. We actually already do this on the show between episodes. We branch every episode, so if you look at the master list here, you'll see episode 30, episode 28. All these represent the files up to that point. Most of them are pretty innocuous. We did have one where we had to add a file later on back to it, and that's this episode 21, so it has an extra check-in that it didn't originally have. Originally it was down here somewhere, and then we added something from the future, which is something you can do. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create a branch for our PlayStation Mobile section, because we're going to have to fix a few different issues here, and it looks like some of them can't coexist with our current stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to branch it now. We're going to hit branch, and we're going to call the new branch PSM. And I'm just going to create that branch, and it said checkout branch, so we're at PSM now. PSM and master are identical right now, but we're going to make that not the case. So what we're going to do is let's first fix the text problem, because I know how to fix that one, and the fog one we're probably going to have to fix on another platform as well, so we're not going to cover that in this episode, but I want to at least get these fonts fixed. So what we're going to do is in the credit screen, we're going to take the back button, text, and what I think is happening is the line spacing... Oh, no, it's not being ignored. Middle center. So if I look at this in the scene, it's really weird. Is this the right font? Is everything the way we thought we had it? Source Sans Pro Regular. It is. That definitely does not look like middle center, though. If we do middle left, middle center, left. Alright, so if we do middle, let's do upper center. The upper center is the same, lower center is the same. So it is ignoring this setting here. So that's our problem. So what we're going to do to fix that is we're just going to change the line spacing until it looks right. So that's going to be, looks like 1.10. That looks pretty centered, I'd say, to my satisfaction. Let's see, let me just make sure. No, I like that better. We'll do 115. And I'm just going to copy and paste this into all of the scenes. So we're just going to file save scene. We're going to now go into so that was credits. We're going to do high scores. And so high scores, hit play, all compiler errors need to be fixed. Oh yeah, we've got compiler errors. That's because we have this game manager thing. We fixed this 3 times now. This is the first time we're going to actually check it in somewhere though. This is the fix, this specific to PSM, because they didn't know about BlackBerry at the time that they made the... I'm not saying that BlackBerry didn't exist, I'm just saying that you didn't have a nice little runtime platform check for BlackBerry. So we're going to save that. I'm going to keep the line endings as they are. That sometimes shows up if you switch between like Windows and Mac platforms because they save files slightly differently. And so that fixes that. So I'm just going to hit run real quick. I just want to see if the... So yeah, this should be fine. Oh, wait, okay, this is the high scores. We didn't fix that one. So we fixed the credits. If we go to credits, it looks right. Yeah, back shows in the middle there. We're going to go to high scores. We're going to do the same thing. Back button, back text. And we switch the line spacing to 115. And then we're going to go to title screen, save... Same deal on start button, high scores, and credits. We're going to grab the text on each of these. So text, text, and text. If you control click, you'll get multiple things. Command click on Mac OS. And we're going to paste in our change, so that fixes that. And then we're going to go into level 1 and just make sure that that looks good too. I think this one looked okay on this device. Yeah, it looks like we're not off the screen or anything, so that looks good. Let's just double check on 4x3. Yep, everything's looking good. So we've got all these changes to these levels. So I'm going to save project, and we're going to go into source tree and submit those changes to our new branch. And we're going to commit... 3D text on PSM Unity does not support certain anchor settings. This is a workaround. Push commits immediately to origin commit. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to do one more episode on the PlayStation Mobile front, just because of the tax information, and we need to fix some more problems and stuff. So we will pick that up again probably sometime next week. So I'm going to call that the show. Thank you for joining us. Why am I stretched out? Oh well. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a good time. Sorry that we didn't actually get things published on PlayStation Mobile. We did get them running on the Vita, so that's exciting. And we found some problems, and we fixed some of them those problems, so that's great. And some of those problems were actually viewable in the editor too, so that's kind of rare. That's nice that worked out that way. So, thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please email me, pushypixels@pushypixels.com. You can also tweet me at Drakfire, that's DRAKFYRE. And, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again in about an hour and 10 minutes for BlackBerry. So, thanks for joining us. Hopefully we'll be able to get through BlackBerry in one stretch. Maybe we won't be able to. We'll see. We only did a minor amount of registration before on that one. So, thank you very much, and you guys see you in an hour. Have a great night. All right. You were awfully quiet today.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
I don't usually say very much anyway, so...
Yeah, but it seemed like you were unusually quiet, so... I'm not sure why my head's so big today.
It's the publishing episodes. I don't really have anything to add to them.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It's hard to miss a semicolon in the publishing things, or maybe it is easy, but like we don't know where the semicolons go in the first place. Let's see what people say. Nothing new.
Nothing.
All right. Yeah, I guess I don't have to create a new branch because we did that already, but we called it something new.
Well, you can branch this current PSM branch, and then after the changes for the fog, branch the other one for that episode.
Good point. I'll go ahead and do that. So
I heard
we'll
you like branches, so I branched the branch to branch.
episode. This was episode 32. PSM is what I'll call it. And yeah, cool. That's probably enough banner. I'll just let it spool for till the end of the minute. That's so funny.
Just sitting here watching it spool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm done talking. I did all the talking during the episode, and I'm done with it.
I can show you how far I got on that other project.